You know what's crazy? I fell asleep, right? So I'm looking like at the group chat that we have, and I'm thinking what y'all guys wrote in the chat. I'm thinking Will Smith smacked The Rock because
That's
nobody said Chris Rock. They said
what
Rock, right? So I'm like, all right. Then I'm here. I'm like, all right, is it fake? Is it if it's staged or whatever? I say, yo, if he smacked The Rock, that shit had to be staged or some shit like that.
Yeah, word.
So when I got up in the morning, and then I went to YouTube to watch the video, and I'm like, oh, he smacked Chris Rock. So when I see
fire out of Chris Rock,
yo, I watched that shit so many times. Like usually, cringeworthy shit like that, I may watch it once and may not want to watch it, but I watched that shit like 30 times, bro. And that shit had me crying.
Real.
Huh?
You trying to figure out that shit was real?
It was funny, and I wanted to figure out if it was real.
No, that shit, he had like, he had the fucking Darnell eyes when he was screaming at him. Get my wife's fucking name out. I was like,
yeah, that boy was wild, man. He was wild.
But
what do you think about the joke?
All right.
I'm sorry. Repeat that, KB.
You know why that happened, though, right?
No, I don't. No, I don't get it.
Yo, I think that actually was pent up tension between those two, because in 2016,
Chris Rock and Will Smith.
Yeah, and because in 2016 he had like a little joke that he did at, I think it was at some award show. I'm not sure what award show.
I think it was the Oscars. I think it was the Oscars.
It might have been the Oscars, and he was like, Jada is not coming to the Oscars. She said that she's not coming to the Oscars, and I'm like, all right, who asked you? Because you're on a TV, like you don't have movies type shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It was like he said that's like me getting uninvited to Rihanna's panties. I was never invited in the first. He like took a shot at it.
Yeah.
And, okay.
I think it's a light shot, like it's a pow, like it's a shot, like you're a public figure, right? Like when you're famous and you go to these roasts and stuff, like to these Oscar things, right? Like
it's not a roast though. Go ahead.
It's not a roast, but you assume that it's a roast, like right, like when you go there and
from the host, right?
Hosting,
yeah,
and a comedian, you're gonna catch a couple of strays. Like yo, I used to go to Uptown Comedy Club, like in Harlem. I used to go like every Friday, yo. You know what I mean? Smokey, everybody used to be there. You know what I mean? Yo, if you sat in the front or like anywhere, or you came in late, or you went to the bathroom, you could catch a stray, yo. Like that's just the way it is. Can't take it personal. You know what I mean? No matter who you are. So the real pent up shit is Will Smith is tired of niggas playing with his name.
Oh yeah, he slapped. The dude. What I saw is somebody that was super frustrated. That was tired. Was tired of his name being dragged through the dirt.
Right.
Like yo, he was just a casualty of that. Like yo, he could have slapped other people, but he was like, yo, all right, this is where it ends. Like I'm tired.
And his wife put the battery in his back. Like
you think so?
I think that's the major part of the whole thing. When the joke came out, it was a G.I. Jane joke. It was a terrible joke. It was a G.I. Jane joke about her head being shaved. I guess I found out last night that Jada has alopecia. I guess the hair disease. No one knew that. No one gives a fuck. And then Will actually laughed. I think he laughed. It was a corny joke.
Yes.
He laughed. You know what I mean? Jada rolled her eyes.
Over.
Like, oh, shit. All of a sudden you see him walking up there. You know what I mean? And it's like, like he's still fighting for her love, I feel like, yo. I still like he's still trying to prove to her that he's the one for her. You know what I mean? And he'll basically do anything for her, anything she say. But honestly, I don't think it was a good look for him, yo.
I don't think it was a good look at all.
I think it was a terrible look. He looked soft. He looked I don't know. It wasn't a good look, yo.
Shit, they might take his award away also.
Is that a fact? I heard that's a possibility.
That should happen though. Yeah, I heard it's a possibility. I don't think that should happen. That's a little too far.
Yeah, I mean, you know how they do black actors. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like they're gonna try and do whatever they can do to kind of throw a monkey wrench in a black actors kind of program. But
right,
yeah,
that's the only thing that kind of rubbed me the wrong way, man. It's two brothers.
Yeah.
And it's like
with some nigga shit.
You never see nothing crazy like that on the Oscars with two white actors or white entertainers. You might hear talking, but to get physical on a show like that, yo, bro,
it was the two uncles fighting at the barbecue.
So my question is, I said to my wife, I'm like, yo, if it was another comedian or somebody else, would he have done that to them?
Hell no.
I'm not sure.
Like 2 weeks ago, a dude in a dress interviewed him and Jada on the red carpet and brought up the entanglement shit. And they just kind of looked at him and just kind of, you know what I mean, kept it moving. You know what I mean? So, you know, clearly Chris Rock was the mark, you know what I mean? But sometimes in life, yo, jungle rules apply. You know what I mean? Sometimes you like, yo, you got to be a victim sometimes, yo.
I said another thing that I said, yo, maybe Chris Rock is doing stand-up now, getting ready for whatever he got going on, and he has some like Jada and Will jokes that he might have heard about or something like that. I'm like, yo, because that didn't seem like it warranted that reaction, bro.
Dog, that shit, not even close.
It wasn't that particular joke. And like, you know, I understand, all right, she has alopecia, but it's not like she's going through chemo or something, and it's like that. You understand what I'm saying? Like,
and no one even knew. Like, Jada been rocking her hair low for the longest time. Mm-hmm. I personally just thought it was the new style that she's rocking. Yo, she ain't really with all that. Niggas playing with her name, and she sicked her man on that nigga, yo. And that's the kind of shit that get niggas killed. That's the shit that niggas don't talk about. Every fucking night in the nightclub, I mean, every weekend in the nightclub, there's niggas getting killed trying to prove they love to a fucking woman. You know what I mean? Nigga, you're not trying to prove that they the toughest nigga. Like if that shit happened in the street and Chris Rock was fucking strapped, you'd have got shot right in the back.
Yeah.
Like niggas get killed off of dumb shit all the time, moving emotionally, not even trying to, you know what I mean, think about what the hell is really going on. Like,
dude,
let a wife you put the battery in your back.
It happens though. I ain't gonna lie to you. That happened to me before. Like, I've been in a couple of situations where my wife felt like I could have done more or gave a stronger reaction to certain things, whereas like my temperament is different from hers. So somebody may have said something that everybody else would probably not have taken too serious, but she might have taken offense to it. And I might not have thought much of it, but her senses are heightened. And she felt like before, like, yo, I could have did more, I could have said more, I could have, you know, or she felt like she wasn't protected. She told me that. So, you know,
like
maybe
it was over like a verbal cue, or it wasn't something physical though.
No, nothing physical. No.
Yeah, but what man is worrying about like how someone feel? Like, you know what I mean? Like, yo, our job is to get you home safe at night. I can't go moving off emotion. And then this nigga Will Smith crying for the rest of the night because he's moving off his wife fucking emotion. This nigga crying at the speech. Denzel and Tyler Perry gotta fucking hug him and wipe his tears from his eyes. He got snot coming out of his nose the whole fucking night because he moving off a female emotion. Our job is to be even killed. Like I always say on the podcast, yo, we're the fucking head of security of the family, yo. Head of security can't move off emotion, yo. We gotta assess the threat. You know what I mean? If your feelings is a little hurt, like, I'm sorry, we could deal with that. You know what I'm saying? But my job is to get us home at night. You know what I mean? Safely. You know what I mean? Like a verbal threat and a physical threat and an emotional threat. 3 different threats, yo.
Okay, I get what you're saying, but based on now, if I had a couple situations where my wife felt like she was offended, right? Now that third time a situation presents itself, my sensitivity about
heightened
is heightened, crazy.
Right.
So now I feel like I'm reacting quicker because my wife felt like I didn't I didn't rise to the occasion before. So now I might be quick on the draw. You know what I mean? So, and for him, I ain't gonna lie, he's kind of been the punching bag for the last definitely year, 2 years, bro.
Fam, and he deserves it, rightfully so. Like, you know what I mean? Like the shit that he puts up with at home, you know what I mean? Like it's fucking clown shit. We don't respect it. You try to get points. You try to get points off of doing that. And we all looking at you like, fam, where was all that smoke for the nigga that was piping your wife? You know what I'm saying? Nigga, walk the red carpet with your wife, blaze your wife in your own house. You know what I'm saying? Come on.
Okay.
Made a song about it. You made a song about it. Where's the smoke for this nigga? But you want to smack a comedian on stage?
Well, we don't know. We don't know because that was more private. A lot of the ongoings in that situation were private. Other than a couple of things. It
wasn't that private when she.
No, it wasn't that private.
I mean, on that red table talk.
She brought who?
Will Smith on the red table talk and basically put all their business out on the fucking street.
He cried on that too, right?
He cried on that shit too.
He embarrassed the shit out of him.
So all right. Now you want to smack niggas that don't got nothing to do with nothing. It's a cornball move, you know what I mean?
No.
And it was pent up animosity. And he tried to prove something to her.
My man.
What would Tupac do?
You know what a lot of people that aren't like physical, like normally aggressive motherfuckers, they know who to pick, yo. They're gonna pick a person who they know ain't gonna fight back.
Who's a mark,
that they know that ain't gonna, you know what I'm saying? Ain't gonna do them no harm.
He got like 4 inches, like 50 pounds on him?
Definitely.
I don't know what it is, man.
That nigga Will Smith like 6'3", 230. Chris Rock like $150 soaking wet.
Yeah.
Chris Rock,
so my question to y'all is like, yo, you okay with Chris Rock not giving any reaction, like rolling with that shit?
He didn't know what the fuck to do.
Honestly, I don't think he even know what to do.
He honestly looked shocked for a second. Like,
no, he looked very shocked. He fucked up his lines and everything. Like
he's like,
I didn't expect Yo, I'm not gonna say that I'm gonna square up with Will Smith right up there, but when he turned my back to me, like I gotta drop kick that nigga off that stage or something, yo.
No, okay. All right.
This nigga turned his back and fucking fixed his suit jacket and walked off like he was Shaft. Nah, that nigga gotta get some kind of smoke, man.
Yo, either I would if I couldn't match up with him physically, I would have said something. Like, all right, now, no, I'm not keeping your wife's name out my mouth at this point. Yeah. No, fuck Jada, fuck you. I see you in the back. Me and August is in the back. Meet us backstage and some shit like that. I would have said something. I would have.
I mean, that's gonna happen. That's gonna happen. I think that's gonna be Will Smith's ultimate backlash. I think every comedian right now is writing 20 minutes of material, and they're gonna protect their brother. They're gonna protect homie Chris Rock.
Yeah, I want to go. I wasn't. I would. How does she know that? Oh my god. Yeah, man. But
yeah, I think. What do y'all think about women's response to this? Cause I'm kind of seeing like it's been everywhere. It was on First Take, it was on everything, and every kind of woman in the public that I see react to it, they kind of side with Will Smith. You know, they kind of like being protected in that way. You know what I'm saying? And they like that he stepped up and he smacked the shit out of Chris Rock to honor, you know.
I feel like most women would, you know, would want that. Yeah. I could see them wanting that. Yeah, for sure.
Now my wife in that situation, right? And where Jada's body language was a little weird to me, like, you know what I mean? Like, didn't really pan to her when Will was kind of like walking up there. But my wife would have physically been restraining me from going up there. She wouldn't have let me go up there.
Yeah. It was like it seemed like it was more of a sick move, like, yo. Like when DMX on Belly, he gave the head nod to the nigga at the table. Like, yo, shoot this nigga. That type of shit.
Right.
So,
and even while he was up there, my wife would have literally went up there and got me off that stage. Like, she wouldn't have let me, like, you know what I mean? Yeah, she mad and all that, but yo, there's a bigger picture at the end of the world. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, I felt like Jada wanted that nigga to go up there. You know what I mean? Like on some Tupac shit. But ain't that the same bullshit that got Tupac killed? Put his hands on niggas in fucking public?
Yeah, it's a
fact. On the ride home, he got lit up like a Christmas tree?
That's a fact. You
know what I'm saying? Every tattoo artist right now is tatting the RIP on some bitch ass, you know what I mean? For some nigga that she gassed up to do some dumb shit. Women be gassing niggas up to do dumb shit, yo.
Yo, you got to defend your woman's honor.
What does that mean?
You got to be willing to live and die for her. You know what I mean? So
I hear you.
The consequences are the consequences.
Right.
But I don't know. I think
so you get the blind dog going in the battle. You get blind going in the battle.
That's what I'm saying. In the heat of the moment, people they're not thinking rational. It's like, yo, you know, even from a female's perspective, it's like, yo, yeah, fight that nigga or fuck that nigga up or something like that.
Right.
Yeah, I don't think. Yeah, I don't think anybody.
Yo, my wife is gonna get my ass kicked one day, yo. Yo, I remember, when we first started dating, yo, we it's when she had a Nissan. We all went to Nissan, and they washed her car after the service. But her car was like a low sitting car, so they scraped like the bottom of the front bumper, and they kind of wasn't acknowledging it. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So she was on some rah-rah shit, and I just seen like niggas getting a little aggressive with her. So I stepped in, and I look around, servicemen, like niggas, the fucking mechanics coming from the back with fucking wrenches. Niggas coming around, that shit look like, yo, it's like 6 niggas around me, and I'm like, I gotta play the role now. I have to crazy my way out of shit. So I just go ham. I'm just going crazy. So I'm just yelling, I'm barking, you know what I mean? Nothing ended up happening, but you know, the best of us get gassed up to do dumb shit. Could have ended up bad.
Yo, it does happen. You know what's crazy? I was just watching a show. This shit is called I Almost Got Away With It. And this dude was on the run. He's literally on the run for killing his girlfriend or whatever. They went to a new state, new girlfriend. The dude is I think he was at like a movie theater or some shit. And the dude bumped him by accident. And he looked at his wife, his new girlfriend like, yo, you gonna let him just bump you like that type shit? And he just went ham. He went crazy like, yo, you ever bump me again, I'm gonna go to the car, I'm gonna shoot you in your face and kill you. I will kill you. Nigga went crazy. The dude was like, yo, my bad. Why you gotta like, you bugging right now? He's like, nah, fuck that. I'll kill you. Like, still looking at his girl like, yeah, see? And then come to find out, it was a fucking undercover cop. The undercover cop calls his homies. He's like, yo, listen, this dude threatened my life or whatever. Yo, come and pick him up. They pick him up. Nigga got sent to jail, and that was all rope. Like, it was like 3 consecutive life.
When keeping it real goes wrong.
Goes wrong, exactly.
You know what I mean? And I feel like, yeah, that should be the name of this shit. When keeping it real goes wrong. Right now, there's no repercussions. Right now, what do you feel about the reaction about like of everybody in that night? Where it's like when you watch that footage of like during like the commercial break, everybody was kind of consoling Will. But it was like, where was Chris? Like does Black Hollywood fuck with Chris Rock?
Yeah,
I believe so.
Put ice on his face.
Is he aloof? It felt like Denzel, like Tyler Perry, even Diddy. Everybody was kind of like pro Will Smith in that moment. I mean, Will Smith is the biggest star than Chris Rock, right?
I don't think you think that. You think that was the reason why?
Listen.
I think it felt like Will Smith needed more attention than Chris Rock at the moment because it was like he was going through something mentally.
Shit.
He seemed like, huh?
He looked like he looked like he was out of character.
Yeah,
I think that's why they went to him because it wasn't no Will Smith shit. That was some DMX shit. That was
where was his wife? Where was his wife when those men were consoling him? Why does it take outside people to console him, and his wife is sitting right there like
that? Yeah, that was very no. Even when he slapped him and sat back down, and he was yelling out like, "Don't keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth." Yeah. It's not like she came over like, "Yo, chill." She didn't say
she was
like
sitting right next to him.
No, she was.
I didn't even see her. I need to see her face the whole time. From the time that he said the joke to the time that he sat back down after he slapped her, I wanted to see her face. Like, yo, what was her? Because he had to look over because he was smiling at first. He was actually laughing at the joke. So what happened between
the camera pans and him? While he was laughing, she rolled her eyes and sat back in her seat.
Yes.
And I think a couple of seconds was happened in between that. He peeped what he had to go do, and he went on his mission. He went in, you know what I mean? Going ahead and put his hands on that man.
Clap it up for him. Good job, bro.
You know what I mean?
He looked like a bully, though. He looked like a bully.
He definitely looked like a bully. He looked like he was out of control. He looked like, he's definitely out. Like he's fighting for his relationship still. You know what I mean? Clearly, it looked like Jada put him up to it. I don't know. Yo, you know how I feel about that woman, man. Like, you know what I mean? She's a black woman. I got the utmost respect for her. But yo, she got this nigga Will Smith looking crazy, yo. Like even the whole point that she still refers to herself as Jada Pinkett Smith. That shit will bother the fuck out of me.
What?
You're Jada Smith at this point.
You're Jada.
Joe, the hyphen kills me. The hyphen just kills me, yo. What's the hyphen for? What the fuck we need a hyphen for?
I don't know.
She had a career prior to.
You say her last name.
Yeah, I'm saying. Yeah, I think women that are like
headstrong.
Well, okay, she was known. Yeah, she was an actress, and she was known. She was a known actress prior to marrying Will Smith. So,
but
shit, I think he has to thank his lucky stars that she hyphenated. You understand what I'm saying?
Even that part, right?
Yeah. So, yeah.
I don't know. I mean, to sum it up, what do you think is gonna happen? Like, he's not giving the Oscar back, right?
Why you hate her so much, Greg?
Me? Hate who? Jada?
Yeah, why you don't like her so much?
I just think
because she's sexually empowered. She does, what she wants. If she wants a young guy, she's gonna have a young guy. She probably want, she might want Will. She want whatever she gets. I'm saying, but that's based on her man. Her man compliments her.
Right.
And I was just watching the interview.
I just feel like she's in the public. She plays the toxic man role in the relationship, and she's kind of glorifying it, and she's putting that shit out there. It is not that I hate her. Like I said again, like Jada been around forever. We watched her on A Different World. We watched her, you know what I mean, on all kind of movies and all that. Great actress, you know what I mean. She do her thing, but I just feel like that message she put out, like that shit ain't for me.
I don't think she put that out though, man. I think they kept it under
wraps.
Listen,
when she's dragging her husband to her YouTube show, her movie star, multi-blockbuster movie star husband to her YouTube show to tell the public that she had sex with her son's friend, there's a little bit of a problem with that. Because if a man did shit like that,
I'm not gonna. Okay, you got to kind of enlighten me real quick. She actually said like, "Yo, I slept with him on the show."
She said they had an entanglement.
They had the entanglement. That's where the whole entanglement shit came from. Entanglement means.
And that's when Will denied it, but she said it was one way. But then Will said it was something different.
Well, there was nothing for Will to even say at that point. She said that her and August became friends, and they became very close as friends, and then her and Will kind of, were drifting apart.
Oh, so she never admitted that Will knew about it.
No.
Okay. She basically said I cheated.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So to drag that man on TV to do that to him, I don't hate her. Hate is a strong word. I don't care for her.
This is the thing, man. These people are actors, actresses.
Right.
I'm not sure where the script ends and the script, it begins and it ends, man.
Yeah.
Because now I get what you're saying about her bringing him on there, but Will was a little cold at that time. Like he wasn't hitting movie wise. Like that Serena and Venus shit was the first
That's
hit
a new
he
movie,
had in a little while.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
I think he was.
That's why he was
maybe like a DC movie or something. I think Suicide Squad, maybe that first Suicide Squad or something.
But also, like he was going hard on like social media and shit like that. Like,
yeah,
I think he was transitioning into the social media because he was a little cold in the movies. So
yeah,
he was trying to, give the public a piece of his personality and shit like that. So that kept him going in the meantime until he got his next superstar role where, he could get an Oscar or something like that. But, he wasn't above going on her show at the time because she was, she was kind of popping with that. That show was kind of popping at the moment. But she did embarrass her husband. But I think we can't act as if like they're not a Hollywood family. And I think with Hollywood families, it's like same thing as a political family. They're not going to go out in public and not know what's going to happen. They know, not to say that everything's scripted, but they're not going to get ambushed. Or he's not going to let his wife ambush. She's not going to ambush him on a show. He knew what was going to happen. And I think one thing about him is that he can cry on cue. He's been doing that shit since Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
No, before that was Cap.
Huh?
No, before that, he did that shit with what's that movie he played the gay guy?
Right.
6 Degrees of Separation or something like that.
6 Degrees of Separation, he was doing that shit.
Mm-hmm.
All that crying, all that shit last night with Cap?
No.
I don't know. But if it was Cap, Chris Rock wasn't in on it. He was the only one that was. He got pranked. He was the one that got fucking punked in the whole situation. Now, I don't know if they went back to him and like, yo, bro, you know, I just did that for the cameras or whatever. But that shit would have been, you know, that shit.
You say not pressing charges? That's a G move.
Yeah.
He got tickets to sell now.
Yeah.
Because I know he's doing 4 shows out here. He's doing four shows in the New York area. So those are gonna be sold out. He's doing 4 shows with Kev Hart.
He has to talk about the show, bro.
Yeah, I think everybody's gonna be there waiting for him to.
Oh hell yeah!
Those
Smith smacked the shit out of me.
Right. Yeah.
He said, he was like, wow. He said, Will Smith just smacked the shit out of me. He's like, yo, this is the greatest night on TV. Yo.
Talk about professionalism though. Yo, to hold it in,
bro.
Like do all that, maybe the most embarrassing moment of his fucking life.
Yes.
At fucking 50-something years old.
Yeah, that was crazy. And then he
get like publicly, you like, I think he would have rather got slugged than put to sleep. To get open hand smack like that.
Yeah, yes.
Yeah, I mean
that was embarrassing. I couldn't stop watching it though. That shit was hilarious to me though.
I watched it a few times. And Dub, yo, the shit was bugged out because he semi apologized. Chris Rock.
Yo, bro, and that's what I'm saying. I would have said,
he was like, "All right, I'll keep her name out my mouth."
No, he didn't want to come back up there.
No, you slap me. No, your wife's name is gonna be all in my mouth at that point.
Yo, let me ask you a question too. Let me do a little bit of pivot too, like how this happened. Lately, right? I've been watching like on the NBA court, like NBA players have their own private security, like individual players. Like there was a fight earlier this year between KD and another player. I forget, and their security guards came out there. We know somebody, like I know someone who does security for like Trae Young. You know what I'm saying? Like, this security needs to step in. Like Chris Rock doesn't have his own security guard. Like he just like moving around Dolly.
Bro, the Oscars should have security.
Right.
Like I don't think he expected to get hit, but at that point, it's like, should he be escorted out? Like, what happens at that point? Where was security? Like it was weird in the sense of that the fact that they just let him slap him, walk down the stage, sit back down, and talk shit.
And then get the award.
Everybody was shocked, like, oh shit. But
then he stayed there and got his award and then gave a speech.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Like, I don't know, man. Yeah. It's weird thing. We just wanted to tap in, you know what I mean? I just wanted to talk to y'all a little bit about it while it was still fresh, you know what I mean? Like, I think we're still working this whole thing out. Because at first I was like, yo, I think Chris Rock deserved that shit. But then I slept on it. I was like, that was some big shit. Like, I was some weird shit. Like, I wouldn't have did that. You know what I mean? Over some fucking words. Like, yo, even with the words like what? Mello and KG with the Honey Nut Cheerio shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, they handled that shit behind the scenes. Mello went to go see that nigga at the bus, right?
Yes.
I think so, yeah. Mm-hmm.
You know? It's a way to handle it. And Mello handled his business.
That's why, like, it could be like the conspiracy theorist in me that I just don't think that, like, certain things happen like this. Like, this is big, bro. This is a big deal.
This happened, though.
No, it happened. But think about the players in the whole situation.
Yeah.
Right? And it's like, it's kind of, it's weird, bro. And the way people reacted, whatchamacallit, the African chick, she was behind him. She seemed like she was a little surprised at one time, but then she was like, oh, okay. And she just was cool with it.
Yeah.
And
you gotta put that they're all actors also, though.
They are. Bro.
Yeah.
They are. And I think the crowd helped. Bro. That was a sucker move.
I think if we wake up in the morning and we hear an apology,
He already
Like
apologized.
it's gonna make no. He apologized.
He didn't apologize to Chris Rock.
He
didn't
Yeah,
apologize to Chris
he's
Rock.
probably not going to. He's gonna, but he did
Yeah, I don't think he
apologize
should.
to.
Yeah,
He apologized though.
don't
I think he
apologize to
should,
Chris
bro.
Rock.
I
Keep
think
that
he
same
should, bro.
energy right there. Nah. I want him to feel the wrath of every fucking comedian working for the next year, yo. Every comedian is gonna be right in 20 minutes. Cat Williams, Kev Hart. I think everybody's gonna go up. Maybe not Kev, because I think Will and Kev are kind of cool. But I think like most comedians are gonna come to Chris Rock's defense, and I think Will is gonna get it, like in the court of public opinion. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You know what's weird also? That was his first Oscar that he won. So
That part.
really,
Yeah.
that was his first Oscar that he won. So like you go from like slapping somebody and then you just win your first Oscar in all the years that you've been doing fucking blockbuster films and shit. Like,
yeah,
very fishy. Very fishy. Just saying.
Yeah.
It took the whole shine off his night.
Well, he's the only one to blame. He can blame himself for that.
Yeah.
Because shit didn't really have to go like that. It didn't have to go like that. I think he does.
Nah.
I think Chris Rock deserves an apology, bro. But that's some. I ain't gonna lie. That's some bitch ass shit to let that nigga slap you and just walk right off stage. You don't even say nothing. Like I would have gave him at least some jokes or something,
and
bro.
then continue to berate him after he slapped him and sat down.
Yes. Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
what?
Yeah.
It's a boy. Either one of two things. Either he completely pussy, or he's the strongest man I've ever seen in my fucking life, yo. It's
like mentally strong?
Things. Oh, hell yeah. Like, yo, dude, like, that's amazing. Like, that was shit. That was crazy.
Well, if you give it, you gotta be able to take it, right? No matter how it come?
No matter how it come?
What, slap?
Nah, I don't think so. Yeah,
I'm
hearing a lot of comedians. I'm hearing a lot of comedians talk about now. It's they feel like it's open season on comedians, and now like they used to like only deal with hecklers, but now they're gonna have to be dealing with people that feel like they can actually go up on stage and assault them. That's kind of been happening lately, though, right? Like over the last like 4 or 5 years, there's been a kind of a trend of people kind of like
people getting
going past heckling, right?
Yeah.
Heckling or getting physical.
Going on stage and actually, you know, trying to physically assault people.
I don't know. I haven't seen anything like that.
It's been a couple over the last couple of years. You know what I mean?
Didn't I just see something where, DC Young Fly had some shit happen to him.
Right, yeah.
On stage or whatever. He either punched him or slapped him. He did some shit. I can't remember. But something happened to him. DC Young Fly.
Somebody hit him?
They tried to get on the stage, but he punched him or whatever. He punched him and the security came and grabbed him.
Oh, okay.
Shit like that. So they speaking out against that. So I don't know. We're gonna see what the fallout is gonna be. We just wanted to hit y'all fresh with it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Talk about it while it's still fresh.